What's up, guys? We're back out here working on the Lumina. So we're working on getting the engine all torn apart so I can take it out. I gotta make sure I didn't hurt it any time last time I ran it. Which is what's hopefully with the knocking that I'm hearing isn't nothing major that I can easily fix. Because there's a race we're gonna be hitting on July 28th. It is a no prep. We're gonna be running this car on the big tire class. I'm gonna throw all the nitrous I can to it, which is why I'm taking it apart. I'm gonna do the ring gap on it, put the whole nitrous system on the car, get the bottle mounted in the car. I'm gonna do like a little B series on getting this car ready, and hopefully we got the car mostly taken down and just got a couple more things to go. And after that, we're gonna pull it over into the bay and start pulling the engine, which will probably end up being tomorrow, which is gonna be Saturday. So I should have all day to knock this out, or Sunday we'll be able to knock it all out, and then start working on getting the ring gap and the pistons, make sure that knocking wasn't anything major. After that, then start putting it back together. Then you gotta put the whole nitrous system on the car, mount the bottle, and do all those simple things to get the car ready. Then hopefully we get that done within the week, and then maybe either next weekend or the weekend after, or maybe like someday during the week, we can go out and test the car, make sure it's actually gonna hook right and everything's gonna go good on it. Pretty much got everything off the car that we need to put it in the shop and get this engine pulled out. So the only thing that's really holding it together is the transmission, and then the motor plates up front right here. Really, that's all that's holding this together. So just gotta unbolt those, put it on the lift, and pull the engine right out. Be pretty simple, but it's just time consuming. So just gonna be those few bolts on the transmission, and luckily I got it kind of set to where the support's underneath it already, to where whenever it does come out, I don't have to worry about transmission falling out of the car as well. But say hopefully that'll be in a video that comes in around Tuesday. I'm gonna try and get this one uploaded tonight or tomorrow morning, to where at least a little bit of content's kind of going out, kind of letting people know kind of what we're doing, where we're going with this car. And then after we can get the car back together, say we'll post a lot of videos of us testing and getting the car all ready. So I kind of realized I never actually really did a walkthrough on this car and kind of like said exactly what it is, what's all done to it, and what our future plans are for the car. So I think I'm gonna, for the second half of this video, since pretty much I got daylight and I'm pretty much to the point where tomorrow morning I can easily get the car inside the bay and get the engine pulled out of it. So I think I'll just do like a quick little walk around of what the car, kind of like the beginning of the car to where it is now, and then the future plans for the car as we keep going with it. But say each car is gonna be different. Say I'm not gonna run the same combination on every car. Say my goal is one car is gonna be a blower car, one car is gonna be a nitrous car, and one car is gonna be a twin turbo car. It's just which car is which. Say this one's already gonna be the nitrous car, so it's pretty easy to figure that one out. But it's the other two cars I gotta work on. I kind of would like to have a Pro Charger car in the future as well, to something a little more crazy than this car, what it already is, but just to keep evolving it faster and faster, and just keep working. It's say a lot of it's money, but the other part of it is just the grit you want and how badly you want to do this. This is something I've been doing since I was like 4 years old. I've been at the tracks just all over since I was 4, and then turned 16 and got into a little bit of street racing. And then when I turned 18, I got really big into the track racing with this car, which is kind of the start of this car. I bought it when I was 18 years old, right out of high school. Bought it as a roller for 10 grand. And then after that, I slowly started getting it together. I made it into a bracket car for a while, and then but the bracket seems just not really for me. Like it's a fun, I don't get me wrong, I love bracket racing, it's fun, but I'm more into like the heads up. I want to go as fast as I can. It's who I am. I just want to go as fast as I can possible, and I had the car to go even faster than what we were going, but just gotta keep putting the work into it. But I'll kind of walk around, show some stuff that's on the car, and just kind of get like a little brief explanation of how it started and where it's gonna go. When it comes to the rear of the car, so you got a Stroop rear end in the car, and then we're actually running 15 by 15 rims, and it's a 33-inch tall tire. And in the front, we're running pretty much a standard, the 15-inch by 4.5 tire. It's a 15-inch rim, 25-inch tall tire. Pretty simple. So inside the car, we got a 2-speed power glide. It's got all MSD inside the car. That's the whole wiring. And then to the chassis, I'm not really sure who built the chassis of the car. I'm pretty sure this was a garage built out of Kentucky somewhere, because that's where the car is originally from, is out of Kentucky. So I'm not really sure who did the chassis work. But the engine is a 427 big block Chevy. It's 30 over, and then it's gonna have around 250 shot of nitrous is gonna be going through it. It's a spindle front end, strut with spindles on it, and it's pretty much the chassis is said to be like an old top sportsman bracket racing chassis. It's not double frame railed or anything like that. It's got room to put even bigger tires on it. It's just I haven't had the time or the money to really invest in those. So I'm sticking with the 15 by 15s I have. And they're not beadlocks, but they do the work. I built the wing about 3 years ago. It's got a single parachute. The car is not really super fast to where it needs more than just a single for right now. Eventually, hopefully it's gonna go towards a double, but that's pretty simple with the car. I don't want to give away too many of my secrets on it, but the car is not one of them big technological advanced cars. It's just an old carbureted hot rod that it's so simple that it's hard to mess up what you're doing. Say I don't have all the sensors and everything everybody else does have, but also at the same time I don't have to worry about replacing sensors. The car just works is my thing, and that's why I love this car so much, is because it just works. It was gonna be a twin turbo big block build, but I didn't have the time or the money to get it ready this summer to be a twin turbo car. So I went ahead and I just purchased a Nitrous Express kit, and I'm gonna be throwing about 250 horsepower with the shot in this car, and hopefully it'll get me down a lot faster than what the car used to. The fastest this car has ever been with this combination was a 640 in the 8th mile. So hopefully spraying it, I'll be in the 5s, and I can keep up with most of the local no preps. I won't be able to go like big ones and be fast, but I'll be able to keep up with a lot of the local guys, which would be nice. Which is my goal for now, is just keep up with local guys until. Now the future plans for this car, I would eventually like to get a 632 in it and have at least 3 kits on that 632, and hopefully within a year to 2 years that could be actually a possibility. But for now, we're just gonna abuse this old big block and just abuse it with all the nitrous we're gonna be spraying to it, and really shouldn't really spray this much, but it's all we got, so we gotta work with it. I would like to eventually put the EFI system on it, but right now the system that's got's working, and it's so consistent and doesn't have too many issues that there's really no point in changing it until next year. But that's pretty much all I'm gonna say. Hopefully by midweek we'll have a video up of taking the engine out, and I can start working on doing the rings and making sure everything's good inside the engine, because I did check the one thing I thought it could be. I thought my stall converter could have came loose again, but that was not my issue, so it's a lot worse. But we'll have to look into it and see what it is. But hopefully later in the week we'll have some videos of me pulling the engine and start tearing the engine down on the stand and seeing what's wrong with it, and then also building it for all the nitrous. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and tune in later this week.